Right now it's 2:40. I'm starting to record. I'm going to record till we'll record everything. And yeah, I hope we'll have nice footage. Let's go, people. The ability to show up consistently with a message that feels simple, real, and unmistakably yours is what makes people remember your brand. Visibility, it's not about posting every day or being viral. It's about consistency, it's about clarity, and it's about presence. That's how you build sustainable brand visibility. It's about simple branding patterns. It's about authentic messaging. It's about being consistent with your content. And I say sustainable because we all want to show up online without burning out. We want to feel confident in what we're doing, and we want to feel calm while we're building our business. Today we're going to discuss a 3-part framework to build presence for your business. Let's dive in. Welcome to Building a Business That Flows, a series where we break down the 5 core systems that keep your business calm, clear, and consistent. Each episode explores one part of the Simple Mark framework: clarity, flow, trust, presence, and foundations. Together, they form a complete ecosystem that helps you run business with less chaos and more confidence. Today, we're focusing on presence, how to show up with consistency, confidence, and intention. Because it's not enough to have a great business. People need to see it, feel it, and remember it. Let's talk about the problem that kills many small businesses more than bad offers, bad design, or bad strategy. I call it the quiet brand problem. A quiet brand is not a weak brand. It's simply a brand that doesn't show enough of its work for people to realize it even exists, to remember it, and to realize it's here. Some of the most interesting and talented people on the internet are still staying invisible. And it's not because they're not good, it's not because they don't have any good offerings. It's just because they're not giving to the internet anything to see, anything to hook on. They stay hidden, and when you're hidden, you're not discoverable, simply not discoverable, not searchable for the internet and for the audience to see their offerings and their product and their services. Let me be blunt for a moment and ask you a simple question. How do you expect clients to find you if you are hiding from them? One post on Instagram once in every 3 months is digital silence. You're basically suffocating your business if you're not posting, if you're not showing your work. Visibility runs on repetition, and when people see you, they remember you. Because here is the world we're living in, and this is the reality. People will trust what they see often, and algorithms will push what they see often, as well as clients will remember what they see often. This ties directly back to one of the core ideas from Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. You don't have to be a genius, you have to be findable. And he's right. He also says, if your work isn't online, it doesn't exist. Because this is the world we're living in. Sharing your process, maybe some transformations that you're doing, some behind the scenes, and maybe some personal stories that you share with your audience on a consistent basis. It's what builds discoverability. And discoverability on the internet builds trust. People instantly trust you if they can search you and if they can find you on the internet. And trust is what converts people on the internet or your audience into clients. It builds something. It builds the relationship between your brand and people. Visibility is essential. Presence is essential. That's why presence is one of the modules in our Simple Mark framework, because you cannot live without it. Your business will not survive without it. So if you have been quiet for a while, this is your reminder. Go and show people your work. Make your brand discoverable. Make your message heard. And Stop being invisible for the internet. Stop being invisible for people around you. They need to discover you and your hard work. Presence is about showing up in the same way regularly so people will see and instantly recognize your face, your style, your brand. And the easiest way to make it happen is to build your own presence system. Your simple presence system is a weekly routine that you are using in order to make your business show up every time without you even being online. It's a system that you set up once and it works for you. It's not going to drain your time, your resources, or your energy. It's a simple system that you create once and it shows up and it works for you. Your presence system has 3 essential parts: brand patterns, content strategy, and content pipeline. If you stick to this and plan it intentionally, you will see for yourself how it's going to change the way you see content creation, how you see your brand showing up, and how to understand what to post on the Instagram finally. You will feel the difference it makes for your visibility and brand perception. We start with brand patterns, the design and communication choices that make your brand instantly recognizable. This is what helps people to spot your content even without reading it. You see the sign, you see the color, and you already know what brand this is. How do you build recognizable brand? You make a couple of smart decisions and you stick to them. Let's take a look. Pick 2-3 brand colors to stay recognizable. Choose one neutral base, white, black, beige, or gray, and 1 or 2 signature colors that repeat everywhere. Post, thumbnails, website, PDFs. People recognize color far faster than they recognize text. Use that to your advantage. Choose 1-2 fonts to use in your work. Fonts carry personality. Want to feel premium? Go for serif. Want to feel modern? Use clean sans serif. You want to feel playful or creative? Choose something expressive, but don't rotate fonts weekly, because stability equals memory. Create reusable layouts or templates. Create or save 4 to 6 template blueprints in Canva or Figma for posts, carousels, thumbnails, or short videos. When layouts stay the same, you don't waste time designing. You plug in new content and keep the flow going. Pick 3 to 5 signature phrases. Especially if you create video or audio content, these become your verbal branding anchors. A repeated question, a catchphrase, a way you introduce topics, these things make you instantly recognizable and memorable. Choose consistent tone of voice. Are you calm, direct, motivational, educational? There are many different tones of voice. Pick your tone and repeat it everywhere. Your writing style becomes part of your brand identity. Let's take a moment and look at some examples here. Here are 3 landing pages with the same structure, yet totally different personalities. Let's take a look. Aurelia is elegant and light. She uses soft neutrals, serif typography, and classic elegance. Sebastian is luxurious and bold. He uses dark tones, gold accents, and refined typography. Joy is creative and fun. She uses bold palettes, rounded shapes, and modern typography. They all have the same pattern, but totally different personalities and brand patterns, which means that your audience will feel differently towards them. When your brand patterns stay the same, everything else becomes so much easier. Content creation, posting online, being visible, and being recognizable. You don't need to think twice. You don't need to reinvent something every time. You just drop it, stick it, post it, boom, done, published. That's it. your brand becomes memorable because it becomes predictable in a good way, familiar, trusted, and instantly recognizable. Now that we built recognizability, let's talk about what you should actually post. Most people overcomplicate content because they don't know what to post. They need to reinvent every time, new thing, new strategy, new templates, maybe new content, and it needs to be perfect. But actually, there is no need for that at all. You need about 3 to 4 forms of content to build a trustworthy brand. Teach, show, prove, and personal. These 4 formats cover everything your audience needs to know about you: how you think, how you work, how you deliver, and who you are. Let's break them down. Teach. Become a guide. Educational content is the best trust builder. People follow brands that help them improve something, learn something new, or solve their problems. Some of the examples are tips and checklists, do this, not that, comparisons, frameworks and step-by-step explanations, mistakes to avoid, or industry insights, or what would you do differently. When you teach, you position yourself as an expert in a field without needing to say that. Show. Let people into your world. People are nosy in the best way possible. They want to know your tools, they want to know your workflow, they want to see how you work and how you're actually building things. They're very interested and they're curious, and we're going to use this curiosity to show them your brand and your work ethics. Some of the best examples are time lapses of your work, your desk setup or software, how I build XYZ, and videos of client projects, or maybe your planning process. Behind the scenes content makes your brand human and transparent. Prove, show the outcome. This is where many small businesses fall short. You have to show what you do in order for people to trust you. Some examples might be client testimonials, before-after visuals, some portfolio pieces or case studies, screenshot of messages, improvements, or analytics, success stories or transformations you helped achieve. Proof turns curiosity into confidence, and confidence turns people into clients. Personal, the human you. This doesn't mean oversharing or being bold or dramatic or spilling company secrets. It means showing the values, personality, or the worldview behind the brand. Some examples might be how you started and why you started, what you believe in, what matters to you, your story, your unique perspective on your industry. This is what makes people care. This is what creates connection. This is what builds community around your brand. These 4 types of content make your brand feel trustworthy, real, and complete. This also provides your audience with some context and meaning, and this provides you with clear vision on how to go forward and present your brand into the world. Your content pipeline. Prepare yourself. I will show you a magic trick that will change the way you see content creation. Instead of creating endless new content, you can divide one long piece of content into 5 to 10 different short form pieces. Isn't that cool? This episode alone becomes 3 reels, 2 carousels, 1 email, 1 blog post, 3 Pinterest pins, and several quotes for different later use. Content repurposing stopped being a hack and became an entire strategy. Reduce, reuse, recycle, so to speak. Repurposing works because people don't see your content for the first time or even the second time. Sometimes they see it even on the 4th time you post something, and it's the first time for them to actually discover your brand and see what you posted and hear your message. So don't worry about repurposing your content and posting it multiple times on multiple platforms. This is actually how repetition builds memory. It makes your brand more recognizable. One core piece fuels a week, sometimes even a month of content, depends on how big it is. It could be a video, it could be a blog post, it could be something substantial that you can then re-edit, remake, repurpose, and make it in different contents, in different short formats, in different visual formats, and post it. It doesn't make things boring, it makes your brand recognizable and discoverable. And discoverability, this is what we are actually going for. The easiest and most proven way of content planning is 90-day cycling. You can break your content planning into 3 distinct parts. You can create some core themes. You can create a weekly plan, a weekly repeatable cycle, and you can create a formatting for your videos. For example, you're going to choose behind the scenes or educational content or something personal, the things that we just talked about. So you stop planning daily and you start planning your system, and you start building your system. And when system works, it makes your life so much easier. And this is how you show up every time without overworking yourself and working on a piece only once. In 2025, brands that performed best were showing behind the scenes, sharing imperfect process, using real language, and adding personal opinions and stances. And we're going to learn from them. So let's discuss authenticity and what authentic branding actually means. Authenticity is all about clarity, honesty, and personality. It's speaking the way you speak. It's gesturing the way you gesture. It's showing your process even if it's not perfect, even if it's 70% done, it's already okay. And you just need to show up, and you just need to show the work that you've done. It's showing the process even if it's not actually perfect. It's showing your results. It's showing and explaining your opinions. Thank you, Miki. And it's explaining why you actually do things the way you do and what values you do have. Authenticity also means showing your audience the way of how you think, how you do things, how you feel about things. This is what audience wants to hear. People don't connect to the thing you do, they also connect to the worldview that you have. The more clearly you communicate your process, your values, your workflows, the things you believe in, the more people are going to trust you, the more people are going to be interested in your work, and the more connection it will create between your audience and your brand. Authentic brands do not try to impress you, they simply just are here. You can show your process, and sometimes you can make mistakes, and you can explain your mistakes, and you can take them and take the responsibility. You can show how you learn, and you can show what you learned, and maybe ask audience how to solve the problem. You connect with people through various platforms. If you're going to make a YouTube video, you can do it. If you want to post on Instagram, you can do it, but just be authentically you. It's only one you in the whole world, and you can be shy, and you can be honest, and sometimes you can be even bold. It doesn't matter, because you are you, and you want to show your value. You want to show your brand. You want to show the worldview, and you want to connect to other people through it. Authenticity isn't about being overly dramatic or doing something just to impress people. It's about being you, real you, human you, and transparent. You want to provide value to people, and you want to show your work. It's about being real and consistent. And when your voice, when your brand, and when your values actually come together and you show them through various platforms, this is how you become unforgettable and recognizable, and people will trust and know you. Staying online doesn't require constant posting. It doesn't require you to be on your phone all the time. It doesn't require you to create Pinterest. It doesn't require you to always make photos to show up on Instagram. It just makes life so much harder when you do that. You need to rely on your systems. You need to create your presence system and you need to stick to it. This is how you actually become visible online without burning out. Your system is what makes and pushes your content forward. This is what makes your life lighter and you can relax and enjoy living your life instead of posting online every time and creating pins and designing things just to show how much you care about being visible online. Being online daily can become very overwhelming and it's just not sustainable in a long term. You need to establish your weekly routine to be present online without burning out. Let's discuss now your simple visibility routine that you can use in your own work.
1. Create one core piece. It could be a video or blog post or a carousel that represents one strong idea. 2. Extract 5 to 10 micro pieces, short clips, quotes, graphics, pins, or reels pulled from one core idea. 3. Place everything into your templates. Use your existing layouts and styles so the creation process feels quick and familiar. 4. Schedule your posts for the week. Let your tools handle the timing while you focus on your work and life. 5. Step away and let the system run. Your visibility continues working in the background. This rhythm creates steady, reliable presence. Your brands keep showing up, even during busy weeks or low energy moments.
This rhythm creates steady, reliable presence for you and your business and for your brand. Your brand keeps showing up even on busy weeks, even on crazy moments, even when life throws you under the bus. So be sure to try it out at least once and tell me how it went. Presence doesn't come from chasing trends or pushing yourself to the limit. It comes from a simple rhythm that you return to again and again. Show up consistently. Repeat your core message to people. Use one big and juicy content that you can then divide and turn into many different small content versions. And use maybe some branding patterns that we have discussed with you, like coloring, like logos, like phrases that you can use and become more recognizable. Presence isn't about posting more, it's about being remembered. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!